is Horatio. Oh. And then I give Buble a kiss on the hand.
Fellatio, was it? No.
Like anything you want.
Oh. What's happening to me?
Don't breathe through your nose, bro. Breathe through your mouth. Oh no. No. Okay, you lost this horse and now bring it into the tavern.
Into the tavern?
Hey, you get the horse out of me!
Gareth, over at the bar, takes a drink and then goes, and then... Oh shit! And then he comes running over to you and goes, "I've got blood on my face. Cause it was like it wasn't. I didn't realise. That probably didn't make a good impression. I fell over a table before. I did. I hope it didn't. It's just real.
If I drunk your blood.
No, I didn't put the blood in. I didn't drink from your. I wouldn't drink your drinks. Do you want another drink? I can get. I'm just going outside. You see, he goes outside and just clank the door opens and just shuts.
Oh, Gary.
Yeah.
Get rid of that horse.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Thank you.
He goes outside.
And then Horatio blows Gareth a kiss.
I just want to say, like, this is. I think in our mind that this is not an act. I just know that you'll flirt with everyone, so I send them to you to be described.
Gareth goes out and grabs the captain's horse by the reins and gently leads him away. And the captain kicks his horse back and leads him back to his stables.
And we'll find each other. It'll be like Warhorse. I'll whistle, and then you'll.
And he'll just appear to you like a Pona in Zelda. If nothing else.
Yeah, I'm happy.
You all head to your respective rooms at the inn. You're probably sharing the dormitory. There's only 3 rooms at this crappy inn, and one of them's like a private room, is more expensive. One of them's just a dorm with a bunch of bunk beds in it. So you're probably in there. It's enough for a night rest. It's not the most comfortable place, but hey, it beats sleeping outside. You all have a long rest. So on your character sheet, you can hit the long rest button, which I think looks like a campfire or a tent or something from memory.
Oh.
Long rest.
You all found it?
Take long rest.
Under there, I think, everybody.
It looks like a moon, a crescent moon with the word long rest next to it usually.
Oh, it's not that.
Oh, maybe it's that one? Yeah, maybe that's the app version of it.
Little, if you go back.
The fire.
And you go.
Yeah, nice.
There you go. Hit long rest.
There we
It will reset all of your hit points and all of your spell slots and all of your once per day abilities and things. So you can now go into your bottle again at some point.
Oh, yay.
The next morning. You are rising bright and early. You hear there's some argument happening downstairs. There's raised voices. You recognise Reginald and Ulric having an argument about something. It's been a pretty difficult first night. Not really requiring as much in the way of sleep. At some point, Reginald comes to you when you finally rise, and he says, Ulric was up all night. He couldn't seem to rest. He wasn't comfortable. He couldn't get. There's nothing we could do that would. And now he's irritable. You would know, being a vampire yourself, sleeping without contact to the dirt on which you were turned is very difficult. Hence why most vampires will keep some dirt in their coffin or whatever. If you want to divulge that, you can.
I do. I divulge it. I say, look, what you're going to need to do is return to the battlefield and get as much dirt as you can, because we need to be grounded to the earth that we were turned on.
I think I remember reading about that once, says Ulric, and then, all right, thanks.
You're right. Also, I wouldn't take him with you. Quite bright outside, unless he's got a hood or an umbrella.
Oh, is that why I was sunburned? And you look down, he's got like Ulric's the Scot. Reginald is the Brit.
Yes, right.
Scots are also Brits. Reginald is the Englishman.
I would, stay out the sun if you can.
Right.
For as long as possible.
That's why I was burning in the morning sun.
Yes.
Okay, that's not good.
Enjoy
also, is it to do with why I wasn't able to enter the tavern? What was that about?
Well, actually, a public space usually shouldn't be an issue, I don't think, unless it's got.
But the tavern room, the inn.
Oh, the inn room, no. Unfortunately, you're going to need people to invite you into their spaces. If it's a common space, generally you'll be okay, but not.
So many rules. Is this written somewhere? He sort of mutters to himself. And
I guess I could write it down for you. Hey, Ulric, sorry.
It's you again.
Yeah. Well, look, before you head off today, I just thought I would give you this pamphlet. It's, it's all about your new life.
Well, not exactly life, is it?
No, it's not. But you know what? Life is long. I mean, non-life is long. You've got years.
Don't eat your friends and family.
That's
thank you.
That's quite important, that one.
Yeah.
I put it in bold. I did make this myself last
You
night.
made it. Okay, well, I appreciate the work.
Would you be able to tell people that I'm commissioning, they can commission art of me?
Is this a thing you're doing, like freelance?
No. I don't want to go down that road. I don't want her to be an artist making stuff, and I don't want it to be canonically
This is
true.
pretty good.
Ulrich says, Reginald says, right, well, I'll go collect the dirt, darling. I'm sorry, I wasn't tending to your needs. And Ulrich turns and says, I was being irritable, and I was taking it out on you, I'm sorry. And he goes in for the kiss, and you see some hesitation on Reginald, because he knows that's where the danger is, right in the face. But he, kisses him, sort of a chaste kiss at the side of the mouth. And I'll go collect as much dirt as I can. And he leaves the tavern to go and out to the
You guys
battlefield.
have got a really well, and he really looks after you, doesn't he?
Communication's important.
Yeah. Lovely job.
Yeah.
Lovely. And then I go, see ya.
Just like that.
All right. Are you heading to the mayor's town hall then to get the job that she told you about?
I haven't told the others that yet, so I guess I go. We're not separated by doors, are we? Because we're in a dormitory. So
you're in the dormitory. So
I
you're
go,
not-
hey guys, we've the mayor's asked us to meet her at her town.
At the town hall, her office in the town hall.
There's something about a very beautiful lady.
I'll be there. Horatio, smash
Whoosh, out of bed. Boosh, Horatio-shaped hole in the doorway. The rest of you going along yet?
Yeah.
All right.
Arrow.
She said something about money to me.
You are at the town hall. It is a converted church, so it's the only stone building in Dimwood. It's a large, what do they call the actual hall of the church? Can't remember where the congregation all sit. It's converted from that into the main sort of foyer of the town hall, with some temporary walls have been put up to sort of designate some office space as well. And then the rectory has been turned into the governmental rooms where they actually have meetings and such. But you head into the office, as it were, and in there you see the mayor, the lady you met before, and the beautiful half-orc woman that was on the battlefield with you, the druidic one. The mayor introduces you.
It's good to see that you could make it. This is Stephanie. Stephanie has lived in Dimwood for some time now, and she has information for you.
Stephanie is a very beautiful, buxom, curvaceous, attractive half-orc lady, and very much like yourself, is interested in certain flirtations and such with a lot of people. So you notice that, you pick up on that very quickly as you enter, and she sort of looks over each of you and then double takes on you and goes, well, hello.
Good morning, Stephanie.
You have me at a disadvantage.
Hey, Horatio kisses her upper arm. Wow, I love your big tusks. I'll bet you can bite.
Oh, they're much smaller than other half-orcs, but you're flat. What is your name, my friend?
Horatio.
Oh, I like how that sounds.
Arrow's in the middle.
Horatio, I love.
Yeah,
I like it.
say the
I like the way that it feels in the mouth.
Oh, you're gonna like the way something else feels in the mouth.
Oh, Horatio, please. Let's get to business first before we get to business. The figures.
Arrow's like.
It's really awkward. The figures standing on the rock during the fight.
Oh, did you see them?
No, that's something I didn't see, actually. Yeah, but I heard about it.
I saw them.
I saw.
It was a dark-robed figure and a pale, taller man. I recognized them. The taller, pale man used to live here in Dimwood for a time. Trakel was his name. T-R-A-K-E-L, if you want to take note.
My first note of the game.
Because what is a fantasy name without an errant apostrophe?
Nice.
Trakel was his name. Creepy guy, even by Dimwood standards. And then he left and moved to Darkwood, I think. I don't know the other one's name, but he was there the night that Liam went missing.
Liam. Who's Liam?
Is he a leather worker?
One of you asks, sorry, Liam, and
Liam, what does Liam do?
And the mayor says, Liam was the town leather worker here.
How did you know that?
What?
She didn't say it in character. She didn't know.
I didn't know that in
From
character.
the boy's name?
It is. Yes, it is. Liam was a leather worker here in town for a long time. Great guy, really good person. And then a couple of months ago, he went missing, presumed dead. And she kind of like puts a comforting pat on Stephanie's shoulder. And then Stephanie continues. When I woke up after that night, I was between here and Darkwood.
What were you wearing?
I was naked.
Oh.
It wasn't as exciting as it might sound.
Oh.
Not the first time I've woken up naked in the woods, but that was for different reasons.
Oh, I'll see.
This time I was naked and covered in blood, and I was between here and Darkwood, and I cannot remember much else about the time. I'll have each of you make an insight check, please.
10
19
plus
10.
3,
So your
13.
insight
19
modifiers.
plus 3.
13.
13.
19 plus 3.
22.
5 plus 3 equals 8.
Great at insight, aren't you? Meant to be with a +3. You're actually pretty good. You just keep rolling badly whenever I ask for one.
Actually meant to be quite insightful.
10 total.
10 total. All right. With a 22, you get that Stephanie has more information that she is not
Stephanie,
volunteering.
I feel like you have more information than you're not volunteering. And I say that, no blinking.
Make a persuasion check. Actually, make an intimidation check.
Oh. 15.
Plus your intimidation modifier.
2. 17. Was it 15?
Yeah. I think it
Yeah.
was. It is difficult for me to recount the events of that night. And the mayor says,
Give it a go.
Give it a go, love. Give it a go.
The mayor says, Stephanie does not remember what happened. We have talked to her about this a lot.
and Stephanie looks across to the mayor and says, it's not entirely true. I remember them arriving at Liam's house. Liam went to answer the door, and it's like he recognized the person at the door before there was noises of suffocation or strangulation or something, and I heard something hit the ground. And then everything in the house went dark, the fire went out, and that man, the hooded figure, he came into the room, and behind him was Trakel. They looked at me, looked at each other, and then sort of nodded, whispered something I didn't catch, and like they were looking for me. Then the dark hooded figure turned back to me and said something. It was a language I don't understand, or it was a chant, or some sort of magic came over me, and I felt compelled to follow him. It's like he had said beneath this other language, follow me, and I felt I needed to. I left the room with him, and I remember stepping over Liam's body in the doorway. And I got outside, and the hooded one turned to Trakel and said, well, bring him then. Waste not, want not. Trakel said something, there was an interchange, something like, why don't you bring him? And it was clear there was like a snide jabbing, like a passive-aggressive something. I don't understand what was happening between them, but the dark-robed one took offense and said, you know it's a condition. It's a condition. It said something like he was excusing why he couldn't bring him, whatever that means. And then Trakel picked up Liam's body as if it weighed nothing, threw it over his shoulder, and we walked off into the woods towards Darkwood. And the mayor says,
why didn't you tell us this before, Stephanie?
It was too painful. But I think they are necromancers. I think they are behind the army of undead that is waving across Azerim. And if they live in Darkwood, it is time that I speak up. I think they took me to Darkwood. And then she just goes quiet for a bit.
You don't remember anything that happened afterwards?
No. Make an insight check.
18.
Plus your insight modifier?
Oh, 0.
With an 18, you see her eyes just kind of dart to the side just a little. It's a very subtle tell, but it's a tell that she remembers more than she's letting on.
You can trust us, Stephanie. We could help you. We could find them.
Her eyes keep darting to Arrow in particular.
I can leave the room if you like. I don't have to be here.
Were they some kind of vampire or?
When I woke up naked and covered in blood, the blood seemed to have come from my neck.
We did that battle not in the sun, eh?
No, it was nightfall. I think they are vampires. I genuinely don't remember what happened to me. I woke up in the haze days later, maybe. I don't know how long I was gone.
Were they all vampires?
I don't know. Maybe. I don't remember more than just the dark-hooded one and Trakel.
Sneaky is going to ask, did you think Trakel was a vampire before, when he lived in Dimwood?
No. I don't know if he turned since then or if he always was. I don't remember if I ever saw him in the light. I don't remember. And the mayor says, Trakel always kept to himself. He was creepy even by the outcasts of Dimwood standards. He lived on the outskirts of the village and never really needed any of the amenities. Self-sufficient. We would see him occasionally during the evenings, but I don't recall seeing him in the daylight. He might have, though. He was kind of inconspicuous. His presence, he would just kind of appear and freak people out, and then they would leave as soon as possible. He never had friends.
He's got no riz.
No riz.
So what you're telling us, Madam Mayor, is that Trakel has no riz?
No riz at all.
No riz.
He really doesn't.
How embarrassing.
Riz.
It's the ability to attract people. And
It's like Gen Zs.
Yeah.
They say riz instead of
Okay.
got no game.
To
It's got no game.
Go riz the
like
rizless.
Horatio has lots of
Oh,
riz.
Horatio's got so much riz.
So much riz.
You guys think so?
Yeah. The riz master.
Thank you. I think the three of you have riz by the bucket load. Riz, riz, riz.
Riz, riz.
But Trakel, no riz.
None.
He's skinny, pale,
Yeah,
gives me the ick.
big time.
Rizless.
The people of Dimwood need Riz training.
I'm going to ask Stephanie if she's gone in the sun since.
Her reluctance to respond says a lot.
Can Arrow, with Arrow's experience of being undead, can Arrow sense anything?
Make me an investigation check. Or a medicine check, your choice. It depends
7.
what information you'll get.
7 plus 2 or plus 3, so medicine check, 7, 8, 9, 10.
All right, so you're going with the medicine check. You look closely and you can see that there is a lot of makeup on her face, which could be hiding a bloodless complexion. You can also see that there's no visible pulse in the neck. It might just be that you're missing it, but there's a chance. With a 10, you're kind of on the edge. Not enough to confirm it 100%, but there's a chance that she's not alive.
Question, are vampires cold? Do they feel
Cold to the touch? I think they would be, yes.
Was she cold when you kissed her arm?
She did have a relatively cold
Yeah, she was
kiss.
a bit cold.
Okay. All right.
I go in the sun when I'm hunting through the day, she says. And the mayor says, you hunt you bring food back all the time. You must go in the sun for hunting. She says, I do. I hunt through the day all the time.
But specifically, when was the last time you went?
I was hunting yesterday before the fight. And the mayor says, that's true. She brought meat back for the butcher.
Interesting.
Can I make eyes at because we're friends.
You two have been together a while.
I make eyes at Sneaky, and then I do eyes down to her little needle and back up to her.
I thought about this. I'm gonna like wink. I guess I'll stab.
I guess I'll stab her. I guess I stab. It's like real subtle. Look at this. Insight, you on the same page? You're like, I'm on the same page. Yeah!
Who am I stabbing though? Do I
just anyone, just a fucking mayor.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do I just prick myself to see the blood? Like if she...
You prick yourself and see if she...
I'm just gonna...
All right. In order to be enough that she can smell it and stuff, if she happens to be a vampire, it would need to do a point of damage. So take a point of damage to you. Mm-hmm. You stab yourself and get some blood out, and you're like, "Ooh, ouch! Didn't mean to do that." And then you
I was just
like
trying to
squeeze.
fix this.
Yeah, you just got a needle out and just accidentally stab. Where do you stab yourself? On the finger or something?
Oh yeah, I was gonna do the finger.
Okay.
Oh, I dropped my needle into my hand.
As you do.
Give me a deception check with disadvantage at that particular performance there.
Okay. Disadvantage, so 15. Or 5. Plus 7.
5 plus 7, 12. It's not the most believable performance, but you're pretty good at accidentally stabbed myself, and you just kind of hold your finger out.
Ow! Does that look infected?
What are your insight scores, the actual modifier?
0.
Oh, where do I see that?
Just the insight on your spell list, on your skills list.
Plus 3.
Plus 3.
Plus 3.
Wait,
Plus 3.
I can't see it.
Insight?
Oh, it's plus 3.
Skills.
Oh, damn. That's 3 very insightful people. So you've all got a plus 3. So just with your passive insight, without needing to do a check, the 3 of you pick up on her eyes dart across to your finger and her pupils dilate just a little, but she is much more in control of it than Ulrich was.
Okay.
It's enough to tell that she notices it, and then there's a slight change in the teeth. But she kind of just disguises that by just kind of
pretending
moving over her jaws and stuff.
I'm gonna suck
I'm
my
not sure
finger
that Ara
clean
really
it.
wants to out someone, but then what's the danger of her revealing that she is a vampire?
That's what I'm...
Is there a danger?
Well,
it seems from the interaction that Mayor Viklena does not know.
Yeah.
Oh, right. So, Mayor, I hate to break it to you, but as an undead person, I can say with confidence that Stephanie seems to be displaying symptoms of the undead. Would you agree?
Yes.
Based on the...
Yes.
I'll agree.
That's outrageous.
So awkward.
Do we tell the truth or do we like...
This is scandalous.
Wait, can I want to talk to the mayor real quick and be like, I just heard Gareth calling for you.
Yeah. He seemed really...
It's like you specifically, so you might want to go.
It's pointless. You don't need to do this. And she turns to the mayor and looks her in the eye and says, I'm sorry, Viklena, it's true.
Oh, God.
Since that day, I have felt different. I've had urges for certain things, and Viklena sort of takes a step back and says, You don't hunt? She says, no, I hunt. But I hunt as night falls, and the one upside, I suppose, is that I'm much better hunter now than I was. I can smell them, and when I kill them, I drain them. And Viklena says, the butcher has said that you do him a service by already bleeding the body before giving it to him. She says, yes, that is why I claim to have been out for longer than I have hunting, because I can drain them a lot faster. what I remember is that they wanted me because I'm half orc. And they thought that I could hide better the evidence of being what I am, because my complexion as a half orc is not as noticeable when it changes, and because of this. And she puts her head back and puts her bottom jaw out, and the 2 little tusks, they grow sharper and thinner. And her incisors actually come from the bottom canines rather than the top ones. She goes, I can get closer to my prey before them realizing I am what I am.
It appears they're trying to create sleeper agents. Oh, so it looks like Trakal's just been making sleeper agents. Vampiric ones.
That can't be good, right?
No. Looks like we've got a cold war on our hands.
That's good. That's funny, Sneaky. You are so, you really cracked me up some cold war.
Really understand, because it's quite hot. It's actually coming into spring, so wouldn't it be a spring war?
No, because they're they're vampires, cold.
No one's talking to each other, I think.
Yeah.
That's what happened?
Yeah, it was like, there's going to be some big war, but there never was, but the threat loomed.
I was able to escape after days in there, but Trakel was the one who changed me.
Wow.
And if I can kill him, or you can kill him, I will be free. And you know this to be true as a vampire. If you kill the one that turned you, you aren't as bound to them. You have more freedom as a vampire.
Oh, I don't know.
So please, if there's anything you can do to head to Darkwood and find, if he lives there still, find what his plan is. I would come with you, but I am needed here. After the injuries of yesterday, I do have some healing myself, and I can heal the wounded. I can stay here and hunt. I can offer my services to the town if you'll, and she turns to the mayor, if you'll still, and the mayor says, Stephanie, my friend, you have lived here for years, and she brings her into a big tight hug. She's like, you will always be family, no matter what happens to you. You're too kind. No. Just a big hug. That is very kind of you, Viklina. And she pats her on the back and lets her go. What Stephanie says is true. I can pay what little coffers I have for your services if you wish to go to Darkwood and see if the rumors are true that the dark-robed one and Trakel are indeed behind this. Please. And she goes to a drawer and starts to pick it out to get out bags of coins to see what she can afford. What do you guys say?
Arrow's hesitant at first because the mention of an undead army has significance to her experiences in the army and how she became a vampire in the first place. And she knows it's a very... she knows there's a lot of danger at the end of the road. But then when she sees all that sweet, sweet money...
the money starts to clink onto the table.
Or she thinks of the reason that she needs money, and she decides that she's going to go on this journey.
I have nothing to live for on land, so I'm just going to do it. Let's go. Let's try it.
I'll go wherever the wind blows me and the water takes me.
How about the two?
You go.
Oh, because of Sneaky's backstory, she's definitely keen. But she's a little sly, so I'm going to try and negotiate a little bit more money though.
Nice.
All right.
Even though I already say yes, but
We'll get back to that then. Thoughts?
Stephanie, from the moment I walked in here and I saw your beautiful, curvaceous body, I knew I would do anything for you. I will gladly go to Deadwood. I will kill Trakel and I will free you. I promise you this. What do you say, guys?
Oh, yeah.
Suddenly got a lot hotter in here.
Yeah.
Make me a persuasion check. See how you go with your negotiating.
yeah, I'll be like,
That's a sweet story and all. But
Sweet story and all.
we are quite famous, so we need a little bit more.
with a 7.
Okay, plus persuasion.
Famous.
Persuade +5.
Okay,
12.
with a 12.
She'll be
if
like-
you want to cash in that hero point token, since we're right at the very end of the session and they
Yes.
don't carry over.
Boom. I'm a hero. I have a
As a
token.
heroic deed, you managed to heroically persuade the mayor of what I've described as a shithole of a town that has fuck all in the way of resources. You managed
I
to
don't feel
persuade her
good
to give
about
over the
this.
entire town's coffers.
Yes.
So she hands over a bag of
Nice.
25 gold pieces, and she says, "This is all what we can afford up front, but I will collect more taxes before you get back, and we can give you more upon the successful return."
All right.
Mayor, don't worry about the taxes. And my morals, I don't really feel good about this.
Meanwhile, Sneaky's taking the entire bag of
Sneaky,
25,
not again,
put it
not
into the
again.
bag. You can add 25 gold pieces
Can't you
on there.
figure out another way to get money instead of taxing citizens
If
way
you
above?
have, I am all ears. If you have other possibilities.
Do you have any, like, any real rich people in town?
Not in Dimwood, my friend.
Yeah.
People don't
Yeah.
come here because they can afford to live elsewhere.
Oh, God.
You want rich people, you go to Hollywood.
And she gestures down the road from where a lot of you came from.
Yeah.
You go to Hollywood for the rich people.
Can I ask Arrow a question?
Yes.
You seemed hesitant about going on this quest. Why is that?
Arrow, does she talk about it? She says, it has to do with the fact that when I was in the army, I was turned by an army that we fought that seemed to feature many undead members.
Oh, so I don't know if...
Could it have been the same guys?
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know a lot about them. Only all I know is from what I saw on the battlefield. So I'm hesitant because they were very scary people.
Well, you don't need to be hesitant. If we all work together, there's nothing we can't do. I'm sure.
We got ya.
I mean, I was in a mass squadron of really talented fighters.
I was in a trained army.
And I was the sole survivor, but I feel good about this.
Arrow, there was one thing you didn't have. Horatio.
Arrow starts to feel positive. She's like,
In spite of yourself, you're like, you know what? We didn't have an 8-foot-tall Minotaur.
yeah, exactly.
And with that note, feeling inspired to go off on this quest, we will end the session there.
All right.
You will head off towards Darkwood to find any more information you can about this undead army and its origins. Thank you for watching the entire first session of the campaign, everybody.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So you're setting off straight away?
I reckon we should go and get an eggs Benny.
Hence why I left the water. I was, as I said, driven away, and I won't get fully into it because, you know, there's plenty more episodes to cover that.
I'm very excited to work with you all as we head to. Is this what I sounded like last night?
about right.
Great.
You tend to see the mayor walk fucking mayor. Has she done anything to upset you?
Oh, I don't know. She just kind of rubs me the wrong way. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Rob.
Thank you, thank you, thank you,
Thank you.
thank you, and thank you, and thank you, thank you, thank you. That guy.
God, he's the worst. Oh, you suck.